Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader, thetechtrader.com. It's Wednesday, July the 8th. This is the charts of the day. And, another phenomenal comeback late in the day with the market closing at the highs for the day, particularly on NASDAQ, while in the mornings look pretty dire and potentially a breakdown. So that's the resiliency the market still continues to show. And we still show lots of stocks popping, running, breaking out, very good trading and swing trading vehicles. Alt Immune, which we've been highlighting since May after it popped in March and coiled for 2 months, broke out here with big volume and then went into a wedge. That breakout occurred at 850 here. A little bit of a wedge pattern formed, and then today it exploded from 1133 to 2065, finishing back down to 1703, but it's still up 584, 52% on a whopping 18 million. Now, it may have some more momentum to finish into the mid to high 20s. APT, well, we know what's going on there. This thing broke out of a coil today. Popped to $1.23, not huge volume, but maybe the beginning of something that could or should lead to a test of the recent highs at around 20.5. If we get through that, 27 is your target. AXDX snapped back after it broke out 4 days ago and pulled back to hold support and then snapped back today for $2, 13%, just under 1 million shares. Looking good for more upside, 21, 23 zone. BCLI. Trading 1.4 million. It was up a small fraction today, but it looks like it wants to extend. We get to 1361. We can see 15 and 18. BE in the electronic components group, Bloom Energy, popped today, went up $1.18 at 10%. I'm looking for now a break through the top of this channel and a run up to 14. Ballard, our swing continues to push, and after yesterday's pullback and reversal today, extended through the new highs at 2030. Looking for 22.5, 23. BVXV broke out 3 days ago out of that beautiful flag and has been extending every day. My target at 36 hasn't been met yet, but it did reach 34.72 today before backing off. Up $1.41, a little under 5%. Meanwhile, DocuSign's been a monster ever since the low 60s. It's been ripping it by 300 or 250%. It is now 206.35. We're up near my projected top. Not sure how much further this has got, but momentum is very strong in this one. Fluidigm popped sharply, went from 440 to 580, finished 568, up 125, and it's trading even higher in the aftermarket as it went up to about 630 before backing off. Very strong pattern. Might see some hesitation around 7, but I'm not kidding when I think this could be a $10 stock in the next month or so. For a solar pop, we put a swing on it when it started to break out and ended up 490 or 9.2%. 2.9 million traded. This stock has this very strong 5-wave movement in the midst of the 5th wave, which I think extends. Now, there is some resistance right about that 59.90, 60 range, and we're just beneath that. So if we do get through 62 and 67 are targets. Genmark broke a coil with a pop and a big one. Not only did it take out that little wedgie or coil pattern, it exploded with a gap and ran hard. Up 327 to 21% on 13 million shares, the second biggest volume in a year. We project this one, it might be in the high 20s. Jumia, JMIA, popped, broke through a double top, and spiked up and closed near the high for the day. 788 up to 11. It was even higher after hours, over $8. Near-term target 9, secondary target 11. Lake, along with APT in the personal protection equipment industry, exploded for another $1.58 and is now maybe running towards a retest of that spike high from February, which reached all the way up to 28. LVGO on the run still, in a 5th wave it looks like, but I don't think it's done yet. The way I'm projecting this, if it continues to run 122.25, something in that zone is the target. NAIL popping out of a wedge today. This is the ETF for the home building industry. Looks like home builders doing well, and this one is popping. A retest of the highs to 34.5, 3/4 is warranted. NIU exploded to as high as 25.88 before backing off 3 points. And it only ended up 43 cents on the day, so it might be nearing a reversal, and it's certainly extended. NK popped through a double top today and out of a wedge. There's the wedge. After forming a flag, it then formed a wedge, and today ran 273, 22% on 4.7 million. It looks like 20 is my target now. Nikola rebounded after a steep sell-off and snapped back 1380 to 34%. Big day for that one, 51.6 million. Now we're going to see if resistance right here can get taken out. Your next target is around 63.65 zone. Invitae, now after popping the mini wedge, it's up for 7 days in a row, ever so slightly, but continuing to move higher. Now my target was near 37, and today we reached 35.33, so we may have a little bit more to go. We'll see if it extends beyond that. Booma, fifth wave up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fifth wave took it up to resistance of 19 and my target before backing down quickly to 15.75, 1588, excuse me, and today snapping back to 1832. The close was 1802, up 197 or 12%. With the volume cluster, it looks to me like this has some momentum, but it may need to consolidate in here. Leading silver company, Pan American Silver, a swing of ours from the time it broke out in May around the 23 range, has now made it up to 33, or nearly that, 32 3/4. It looks like this is headed to high 30s and then low 40s. QD popped out of a base today on big volume, 46 million, jumping 36%, maybe the beginning of a bigger move, 4 and 5 targets. Riot popped its wedge today, or it looks like it might have. But volume was 9 million. That's the biggest in 3 weeks. It may indicate the beginning of a breakout. Next target, 285 and 335. We get to that, 4 and 5 targets. RVP retractable, a swing of ours, exploded to tag the 9.5 range, which is a swing target of mine, and backed off to 770. So you had an opportune time to get out of that one, but still looks like the longer term potential is there. SE still running, up another 1156 or 10% to 124.46, up more than 100 points since I gave it to you a year ago. Pretty amazing. Not even a year ago. Yep, that was a year and a half ago. SHLL, well, the pullback, which has formed kind of a down channel, may have ended with the snapback today, but it didn't break out. Nevertheless, I'm going to want to see the stock make a move through this declining tops line. Your next targets are 29.5, and then we're looking for 34.5. Solo, after coming down from the big explosive move, it held the gap and popped back today. But your resistance now is 620. Should we get to that, this is an $8 stock. With solar's running, I also picked SPWR today. I like the way this looks. Today, popping 81 cents or almost 10%. Stock looks like it has more to go with targets at 11 and 14. TIGR, second big gap in 3 days with an explosive day on volume, 107 million shares, jumping another 25%. Stock is now up from the March low under $2 to over 7. BVIV also popped for 2 days in a row after popping out of that falling wedge. Yesterday, it followed through nicely today, but backed off at 4 1/4 to finish at 395. Was still up 59 cents or 17%. And finally, VNet, absolutely stellar looking chart, has accelerated beyond the top of the channel and now is runaway mode, potential for mid-30s. That's it for tonight. This is HB signing off. Have a great evening.